We begin now Mesechet Shabbos. This is Daf Beis Amud Aleph in Mesechet Shabbos. Shabbos Daf 2a. The Mishnah begins Yitzios HaShabbos Shtayim Shehein Arba Bifnim Ushtayim Shehein Arba Bechutz. When it comes to exiting and entering Rishuyos on Shabbos, there are two cases which are actually for inside, and there are two cases which are actually for outside. We're going to take a look at Rashi in a moment, but let's see how the Mishnah describes the cases. Case that how is this so? Ha'ani omid b'chutz. So the case is a poor person is standing outside of the house. He is in what we call Rishus Haravim in the public domain. U'bal habayis b'fnim, and the bal habayis, the owner of the house, is inside the house. He is in the Rishus Hayachid. So pashat ha'ani es yado lifnim. If the ani puts his hand into the house, v'nasan l'soch yado shel bal habayis, and he places an item into the hands of the bal habayis, or he takes something out of the hands of the balabayas to take it outside. V'hotzi, and he takes it out. Ha'ani chayiv u'balabayas pater. The ani is chayiv and the balabayas is pater. So here we have two cases, two scenarios where the ani is chayiv and the balabayas is pater. Pashat balhabayis es yado lechutz v'nasan l'soch yado shalani. Here's another case. The balabayis, he's on the inside the house. He stretches his hand outside the house and places something into the hand of the ani. O shenatal mitocha v'hichnis, or he takes something from the ani and he brings it in. Balabayis chayiv ani pater. The balabayis is chayiv and the ani is pater. So essentially, the Mishnah has given us, that's what we mean by saying two cases which are for. So right now we've seen two scenarios where the ani is chayiv, when he's bringing something outside or when he's putting something inside. And we have two scenarios where the balabais is chayiv, where he is putting something outside or he's bringing something inside. And now the Mishnah finishes off with some cases which are which you're not chayiv on, but it is forbidden to do. And they are as follows: Pashat ha'ani es yado lifnim. Let's say the ani puts his hand into the house, v'natal balabais mitocha, and the balabais takes from it. So in such a situation, they have both participated in the malacha. The ani has put his hand inside; he's done what we call the akira. Again, we're going to see all this in Rashi. And the balabais, he's taken it from the hand of the ani this time, so he's done the hanacha. O shenasan l'socha v'hotzi. Or similar case, let's say the ani has hands on the inside. The balabais puts something into the hand of the ani, and the ani takes it out. Shneihem peturin. In this case, they're both patur because nobody has done a full what we call akira and hanacha. Nobody has done a full uprooting and placing. The principle is that in order to be chayiv on Shabbos for hotzah, you have to uproot the item from one rishus and place it into another rishus. If two people are participating, one is doing the akira, one is doing the hanacha, they're both patur. And the Mishnah finishes off, Pashat bal habayis es yado lechutz benatal ha'ani mitocha. Now from the balabayis' angle, if the balabayis stretches his hand to the outside and the ani takes from it, so again, they're splitting up the akira and the hanacha. O shenasan l'socha v'hichnis, or the ani puts something into the hand of the balabayis, and then the balabayis is the one who brings it into the property. Again, it's the same idea, shnei and peturin, they are both patur. Let's take a look at Rashi here to fully understand what's going on. Rashi says here at the top of the page Yitzios HaShabbos, Hotzos Shem Rishus L'Rishus Ha'amuros L'Shabbos. The halacha of Hotzah from one property to another property by Shabbos, Uv'Gemara Meforish, the Hachnosos Nami Kakari Yitzios, Ho'el Umotzi Merishus L'Rishus. So first Rashi points out that the Gemara will explain that Hachnosa, bringing something into a Rishus HaYachid, and as well as bringing something out into a Rishus Rabbim, both are called Yitzios. As long as you're going from one Rishus to another Rishus, it is called a Yitzia. Even though in the case of Hachnasa, you're not technically exiting, it's not technically a Yitzia, but it's referred to as a Yitzia. Shtayim shein arba b'fnim. So the first thing the Mishnah said was there are two cases which are for the inside. What does that mean? La'osan ha'omdim b'fnim. We're referring to the people who are standing inside, in this case the balabayas. Shtayim min Torah. So first there are two cases from the Torah where you're chayiv. What are they? Hotzah v'hachnasa the balabayis. Rashi puts it much more simply than the Mishnah. It's simply a case of hotzah of the balabayis and hachnasa of the balabayis. The balabayis taking something out of his property, and the balabayis bringing something into his property. Over parak hazorek bereisha nafkalon miviyatzav Moshe vayaviru kol b'machane. It says in Parak HaZorek we have the source for this from a pasuk. Lo tzapiko merishus hayachid l'rishus harabim lahavi nidav l'machane levia. You shouldn't take from rishus hayachid to rishus harabim. V'yom hashabbos haya k'diyal afasim. That pasuk was talking about on Shabbos, as is learned out over there. V'al shtayim elu chayiv chatas al shigagaso v'al zadono kares v'al hasra aso skila. On these two scenarios, the balabayis, he's the one on the inside, he's going to be chayiv chatas if he does it by mistake. He's going to be chayiv kares if he does it on purpose, and if he gets warned, he's going to be chayiv skila. V'chein b'chol malach Shabbos. This is true by all malachas of Shabbos, by all the 39 malachas. The halacha is for a shogeg, you have a chatos. For a for a zadono, for zadon, for a purpose, for doing it on purpose, you have kares, and then of course if you're warned and you do it on purpose, you get skila. And then it finishes shehein arba. It says 2 cases for the guy on the inside, which are really 4. Meaning, midivreim osifu shtayim lesor lechatchila v'imasa pater. There are 2 additional cases which we'll explain that are asr lechatchila to do them, but they're not min hatorah. You're pater if you do them. Well, a common mefarish levaz. It's going to be explained as we go on. Ushtayim shein dalad b'chutz. Then the Mishnah said that there are 2 cases which are 4 for the outside. What does that mean? Shtayim min haTorah hotzav hachnasa de'ani ha'omid b'chutz. 2 min haTorah, which are the taking out and the bringing in of the ani who's standing outside. Ushtayim midivrei, and then there are 2 additional derabanan in that cases. Kisham malacha nasat al yedei shnayim, when the malacha is done through the combination efforts of both of them. Zeh oker v'zeh meniach. If one of them is being oker, one of them is uprooting it from the rishus, and the other one is placing it in the other rishus, lechatchila aser, so then lechatchila it is aser, vim asa pater, but if he does it, it is pater. Kedi yalif, the Gemara, like it's going to be learned down in the Gemara, shnayim sha'asua peturim, halachas, if 2 people do it, they're pater, and the Mishnah explains, pashada ani as yado, v'chefetz besocha, if the ani stretches out his hands with something in it, v'nasan l'soch yado, the balabayis, he places it into the hands of the balabayis, he does everything, the avid le'akira, b'rishas harabim, v'hanacha b'rishas hayachid, he does both the uprooting and rishas harabim, and he places it in Rishas HaYachid. Or let's say he takes it out of Rishas HaYachid and puts it in Rishas HaRabim. The Avid le'akira b'Rishas HaYachid v'anacha b'Rishas HaRabim. He does the akira in Rishas HaYachid and the anacha in Rishas HaRabim. Ha'ani chayiv, the ani is chayiv in that case. She'asa malacha shleima v'arei shtayim min haTorah la'omid v'chutz. So there are your 2 cases midoraisa from the ani who's standing outside. Ubalabai is pater. In that case, the balabais is pater. Pater lagamri is totally pater. Va'afil lechatchila mutter. In that case, he hasn't done anything, right? In the case where the ani is chayiv, that means the balabais has done nothing, so it's totally mutter. To alav mi the avid v'achim mefarish b'gemara. He's not doing anything. The Gemara will explain that as well. Pasha balabais chayiv arei shtayim min haTorah la'omid b'fnim. So there you have your 2 cases of the balabais, of the person who's standing on the inside. Pasha ha'ani david le'akira v'natal balabais mitocha v'nech b'fnim v'avid le'balabais hanacha. This is a situation the Mishnah described where one person does the akira and then the balabais, that's the ani, and then the balabais does the hanacha. Oshanasan lasocha the avid le'balabais akir v'hotzi ani v'niach. You can have the reverse case where the balabais does the akira and the ani does the hanacha. In those cases, shneihem petur, and they're both pater. Shelo asa echad malacha shleima. Nobody did a full malacha. Aval asur and lasos came lechatchila, but it's also to do that lechatchila. Shema yavo kol echad v'echad lasos malacha shleima b'Shabbos, because we're afraid if you do half the malacha, then you're going to come to do the whole malacha. Harei shtayim midivreim. So there you see 2 derabanan cases. Achas la'ani b'chutz, ve'achas la'balabayis b'fnim. You have a situation of 1 derabanan for the ani on the outside, and 1 for the balabayis b'fnim. Okay, so there you have, that's the explanation that Rashi gives of the Mishnah of how it is that you have 2 that are 4 for the ani and 2 that are 4 for the balabayis. Rashi just finishes off, Yim Tomer, if you can ask the following kasha, Shnayim hein l'chol echad v'echad, really it's 2 for each one as follows. Akira la'ani v'akira la'balabayis. What we really have is we have a case of akira for the ani and akira for the balabais, and you have a case of hanacha for the ani and hanacha for the balabais. Why are we always saying? In other words, we say that there are 2 which are 4 for the ani, and then there are 2 which are 4 for the balabais. But it's not really true. You actually have, for each one of them, you have an akira and hanacha. So the Gemara says, so Rashi says, "L'kamon parach l'mashani lo chashiv ela akiros." The Gemara is going to ask that and explain that really we're only really referring here to the akiros, shein tchilas hamalacha, which are the beginning of the malacha, v'ika l'meimar shema yigmarena, and it's possible to say that he may finish off the malacha. So what Rashi means over here is, for example, if you take a look at this line, Pashat ha'ani es yado lifnim, v'natal balabais mitocha, oshen nasan lisocha, v'hotzi shneim peturin. This case is being counted as 2, right? It's being counted as a case the ani stretches his hand inside, and the balabais takes from there, so that's the akira of the ani. And then the balabais is doing the hanacha. And then the other case over here, shenasan lisocha, the balabais is doing the akira, v'hotzi, and then the ani is taking it out. That's the akira of the balabais and the hanacha of the ani. Now that's only being counted as 2 cases. So what Rashi is asking is it should be counted as 4 cases, because in each case you have the ani, you have 1 person doing the akira and 1 person doing the hanacha, and then in the other case 1 person doing the akira, 1 person doing the hanacha. And the same question Rashi is asking on the second case over here. Pasha balabais tiyado lachutz v'natal ani mitocha, shenasan lisocha v'ichnes shnei. And again, that's being counted as 2 cases, not 4. So Rashi asks, why aren't we counting the hanachas? And Rashi explains that we're really only counting akiras because akira is the beginning of the malacha, and that's where we can say, oh, it's asher lechatchila to do that because we're afraid you're going to finish. But when it comes to the person, the hanacha, who's really at the end of that, at the tail end of that malacha, we're not counting that. The Gemara begins, Tanan Hasam, we learned over there in a Mishnah. This is a Mishnah in Mesechet Shavuos. Shavuos Shtayim Shein Arba. There are 2 Shavuos, which are really 4. 2 oaths, which are really 4 oaths. Rashi explains what we're talking about over here. Shavuos Shtayim, Shavuos Shel Bitoy. This is a Shavuos Bitoy, Lahara o Lahetiv, either to do bad or to do good. Shtayim Hein, there are 2 of them. L'schayev alein carbon olav yored, that a person is chayev if he transgresses those oaths. He's chayev a carbon olav yored ha'amar b'parsha, which is described in the parsha. The nafki mi lahara o lahetiv, the mashma lahaba. The words lahara o lahetiv are mashma in the future. Ochel v'lo ochel. For example, a person says, "I'm going to eat," and then he doesn't eat, or he says, "I'm not going to eat," and he does eat. That is the mashmos of the pasuk lahara o lahetiv. So those are the 2 shavuos. The shavua either is in the positive sense lahetiv, to do a good thing to eat, or lahara, a person's not going to eat, he's going to do bad. Shein arba, which are really 4 cases. Meaning, yesh lach l'rabos odshtaim, we can include an additional 2 cases, may riboy hakasav, from the extra pasuk l'chol asher yevate ha'adam, which is the phrase l'chol asher yevate ha'adam, l'rabos l'sha'avar. That includes a case of a shvua which is in past tense, meaning achalti v'lo achal. A person says, "I ate," but he really didn't eat. Lo achalti, or he says, "I didn't eat v'achal," and he did eat. So the point of the Mishnah here is that you have 2 cases directly from the Torah. That's when you do a Shavuos Bitoy in the future tense. And then you have an additional 2 cases that are added from the Riboy HaKasav. That's when you do the Shavuos in the past tense. The Gemara will continue quoting the Mishnah on Daf Beis Amid Beis, and we will have a discussion regarding the Mishnah in the next video.